Hello everyone, Stormless here, and welcome to Jalopy, our game in which you travel along the long road with your uncle from Germany to Turkey, all the while making sure it's maintained. This is a bit of an older game, around like 2018, as it was in early access for the time, but the full game's been out for a while, so I figured I'd give it a try. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm gonna start a new game, but I'm gonna do the tutorial just to show people what it is and whatnot. Wake up. Wake up. Ah, awake finally. Stay in bed any longer and the day will make fools of both of us. Come now, I've got something important to show you. Come just outside. This here is a Laika 601 Deluxe. Something of an engineering legend in GDR. 0 to 60 kilometers an hour in 22.5 seconds and top speed of 100 kilometers, all at an economical rate of 9 kilometers a liter. That is, if we can get her running. Not to worry, I got everything ready. We'll just need to build her an engine, slap on some wheels, fit the passenger side door, and give her a bit of a clean. So let's get started. Put the replacement door over on the top of the scrap pile behind you. If you squint, you should be able to see it. Yeah, so it's up here. Sure you want me climbing up here? That don't seem safe. I know. Less than elegant, but it's on. Let's fit the engine. If you open the driver's side door, you can see a black latch. Pull that and release the bonnet. Can you see it? It's a black latch. Should be under the steering wheel. Okay, now open the bonnet, and I can walk you through this. So as you can see, she needs an engine. Got a load of stock parts sitting in the garage. Go and collect one and I'll walk you through what it does. So this game is pretty much akin to like My Summer Car, in which you build the car, but it's not as complicated as My Summer Car. Air filter, engine, fuel tank. Stay alert. The 90s in June. That's the engine block you got there, the core of the Laika setup. The engine block defines the core performance of your Laika, including top speed and acceleration. Poorly kept engine block will mean your Laika will struggle to perform. Go ahead and drop it in the engine bay. You can pick up 3 things at a time. I remember there being a poster in here that said that. Oh well. Okay, so you're holding an air filter, a non-essential component. The air filter isn't necessarily required to run your Laika, but it's a good idea to have one as it will reduce wear and tear to your engine. Go ahead and drop it in the engine bay. That big lump of metal is the fuel tank, which holds the fuel of your Laika. A few notes on this one. First of all, it's gravity fed, so you need to open the bonnet and fill directly to the tank when refueling. Failure to mix oil into the fuel, which means the engine won't be lubricated, which will wear the engine at an increased rate. Too much oil though, you'll start to see a performance drop. Keep your fuel tank well maintained and let it get beaten up and it'll start leaking fuel everywhere. Right, that's a carburetor, which controls the fuel consumption of the car, in which it turns how kilometers per liter you get out of your Laika. A good well-maintained carburetor means you will use less fuel but drive further for cheaper. I think there's like 3 more things. Yeah, that's the battery, which provides electrical charge for your Laika. The battery will allow you to use lights, the radio, the car, ignition, that kind of thing. If your Laika won't start, the first place to check is the battery. That little thing is the ignition coil. The ignition coil channels an electrical charge to the start of the engine. An ignition coil that's bad condition may struggle to start the engine. That's the water tank, which provides water to help keep your windshield clean of dirt. Keep it in good condition or it'll start to leak water and you soon find yourself driving without any vision. Okay, that's everything installed. Good job. Now to fill her up. We go nowhere without fuel. Okay, TLDR, he says gas, oil, and water. Oh, there it is. Gas, oil, water. Juggling is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Or, sorry, 1, 2, and mouse. You can use the mouse wheel to rotate objects. That's the bottle of 2-stroke oil in your hands. You want to add a drop to improve the fuel mixture, which affects things like performance and engine wear. A lean mixture will result in a faster car, but with increased wear to the engine. A rich mixture will result in the opposite. That's a can of fuel you're holding there. If you use that on the fuel cap of the fuel tank we'll just installed, you'll be able to fill the car with fuel. Go ahead and drop that if you're done. I think I'm gonna go with a lean mixture. Excellent, let's move on to the tires. So you can see we aren't getting any far without any tires. There's a car jack over in the garage, bring it over here and we'll get started. Take that and 2 wheels. I must be strong to carry all this with me. Okay, place the car under the jack, now twist the handle. Basically put the tires on the axles and then tighten them. Okay, now let's see how she runs. I'll be in the car. You may want to load the trunk with any spares left in the garage. See what you'll need on the road. I mean, first off, we're going to be taking the car jack with us. The thing is here is that the game doesn't really tell you that you're kind of like, you know, shooting yourself in the foot. Wait till you play the tutorial. That's not what I wanted. Okay, before we set off, let's ask you some familiar with some of the important companions. We have the maintenance manual. In there, you'll find information regarding the basic overview of the Laika vehicle, details on your current engine setup, listing of the cargo we're currently carrying, and that sort of thing. You can turn the page by selecting the top corners of each page. We'll have a look at this later. For now, drop that. You'll need the map. This one's important as it'll allow you to select which route you'll be taking to each destination. As you can see, our first destination is the CSFR border crossing near Dresden. I marked all potential routes I know of, including the weather conditions, any stop points along the route. Go ahead and select one now. Route 2 seems to be like the best solution, as it's like clear, but it's also the longest route. Whereas Route 3 here is rain and potholes. But I think we'll go for Route 2. Once our route has been selected, we're committed to driving it. And again, you can turn the pages by selecting the corners in the map. You can look through it later. Go ahead and close that for now. And finally, the keys. You just pop them into the ignition and she's all yours. And so begins our journey. Head towards Dresden. We'll be traveling the Autobahns for this first part. This will give you a chance to get the grips with the Laika. So I know that this game's selling point is basically you're on the road and you have to make it to each town. Now on the road, you should be able to see like boxes or abandoned cars, which normally you don't see. I believe he'll tell me about it in a minute. So I'll go through our journey a little with you. We're heading towards Dresden, which we go across the border to the Czechoslovak Socialist Republic. No wait, that's not right. Did they change the name recently? What was it? Oh yeah, this game does take place in like the 90s and whatnot. Are getting all nasty because I couldn't merge. Oh, see that over there? That's what I'm talking about. The boxes will be on the road. And the boxes themselves will be filled with a bunch of like goodies, like wine and whatnot. But yeah, Uncle's not really going to be doing anything. He's just going to be explaining the lore and, you know, just chatting with you along the journey. And to be fair, Uncle is optional when you want to play this without the tutorial and whatnot. Also, a nuke must be going off because it is bright. It ain't cloudy. Oh, that was it. The Czech and Slovak Federative Republic. 40 years and now they'll follow the wall. They'll change the name. And the world around us is changing. We'll soon see how by how much. Oh, the Laika's not liking this hill. Oh yeah. Apparently I'm part owl because I can turn my head 360. What is going on over there? The whole car flipped over. Well, sucks to you, buddy. Yeah, the AI tends to like break in a bit. When I say a bit, I mean a lot. Because this game wasn't really optimized, developed with a real mindset. It was just story first, gameplay later. Oh no, what's going on now? Jeez. When I was much younger, the names didn't escape me so easily. The world was a lot less turbulent back then. Alright, so this is gonna be a stupid idea. Oh, no wonder why. See what I mean by the AI is not really that smart. He's trying to merge onto the right, but there's a car in the way. What I think I can do... Ow, my knees. Come on, man, be smart. You're the one holding up traffic here. This guy is dead. You're the one holding up traffic because you wanted to merge. Get over. Jeez, you really aren't playing nice, are you? Okay, I'll do it my way then. Sorry, Uncle, it has to be done. There's two cars on the road. I couldn't seem to, like, shift that car. I just decided to say screw it and kind of just jump ship and drive around. Everywhere you look, there's always someone that's flipped over. Jesus. The thing is that the AI won't like try to go around any obstacle. It'll literally drive its set path no matter the cost. Whether you get moments like that where the whole like highway was blocked up or like you just get random flipped cars. That's what I mean by this game not really being, you know, optimized. It only made it to Dresden at least. I feel like this game could have benefited with a sequel of some sort, like Jalopy 2 or something. Hell, they're making Landlord Super, which is like something that I've played on the channel before. Well, we're here. Oh, it's also very finicky sometimes. Gotta park in the only available spot in this hotel. You good now? I think we gotta first visit the border crossing first before we can actually like stop at the hotel. There's like really only a handful of NPCs in this game. You got the shop clerk, you got the other shop clerk, you got the border crossing guards and whatnot. And yeah, I think I had to stop at the border first before I could actually like tuck in for the night. You speaking gibberish over there? What is he speaking, Simlish? Return tomorrow. That's the only thing he said in English. See, now you're speaking English. What you nodding along for? This game does tend to break sometimes, hence why the uncle didn't actually like say anything as soon as we were arriving in Dresden. It sucks, to be honest, because this game, it's a pretty cool concept for you know, what it's worth. It's just sad that the devs didn't really like optimize it well, but I think this was probably like one of their first games that they made. Minx works. Okay, now it works. Okay, let's check in. What? Okay, please. Take your medication. Come on. Welcome. Will you be staying with us tonight? Plenty for the room. All of it's in the glove compartment of the car. Go and get it so now you can pay. Oh, even forgot to close the door. Oh, factory burns down the SFR. You'll be staying room 2B on the second floor. We kindly ask you not to disturb the other guests during your stay. Come, you can let me in the room. Man, I'm serious about taking your meds. You really need them. Oh no. Did I break his pathfinding? Oops. Yeah, you know what, though. If it didn't mess up like that, he's supposed to basically fall on bed and kind of like sleep, but his briefcase will magically open and reveal some like lore to the game. And frankly, I don't really want to bother with that. I'm just gonna head to bed. Oh, we're not gonna return the key? Okay, just leave the door open too. Still burned. Good morning, I trust you slept well. We should head to the border. Oh, and don't forget to pick a route before we cross. U10 seems like the most legitimate option just to get to the next town, Sterovo. Route 3 might be interesting because it actually has like a question mark, and question marks usually mean that there is a scrapyard that has stuff for me if I can get into it. So I think I'm gonna go with Route 3 instead. Oh yeah, a stamp collection as well. If I could get the briefcase open, then I would have been able to collect a stamp from his briefcase. Nothing special. Roll the window down too. Battery's good. Water's good. And good. Oh, I'm out of gas. I believe you can pull the car. And don't help me. I've got it. I'm not going to the border first. I'm going to the shop, which I believe is around this corner. Yeah, there it is. Mark with the gate. Oh, you can be sneaky. Trying to like steal stuff, but the game will punish you for it by not only taking all the stuff that you stole, but it'll swap it out with like trash bags and a like no stealing sign or something like that. Here we go, outer shop. It's a good thing I brought this gas can. I'm just gonna fill up both the gas can and the gas tank because I'd rather be safe than sorry. I can take this. Stored back in the thing. Also, I don't know if it's me or the world has just decided to be on a tilt. And again, like I said, the game isn't really optimized. Hey, you look a little lost. Just pick whatever you need off the shelves and place it up through the window. When you have everything you need, you can pay by using your wallet. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about, where it's like, if you try to take something, this gate will automatically lock, but you can wedge the car between the gate, which then you can pull off the heist, and I'm putting that in air quotes here. Like, I may sound pretty cynical and annoyed with this game, but don't get me wrong, this game is pretty fun, to be honest. I think what I'll do is I'll take one of these engine repair kits. $34, not too bad. Actually, I did read that the textiles factory was down, so I think I'm gonna take a few of these. Pull that lever to cancel the transaction, but I don't want to do that. Actually, I should buy one of these crowbars. As it said on the tooltip, used to open locked crates, because we tend to find crates along the road. Actually, I should check my wallet. $80. Nobody's got a face in this universe, by the way. Let's take the most important things out of there. The crowbar, the engine repair kit, and one of the textiles. And I'm going to use the engine repair kit immediately. At least bring the durability of my engine back to at least half, or at least 1/3 of the damage. Oops, that wasn't a one that I paid for. There we go. Magically boomerang the wallet back to the glove compartment and take these other two textiles. Wait, what? But I just paid for it. Hold on, it should be fine for now. Oh yeah, this game tends to take its time very loosely. Like, the game expects you to be driving constantly, but it's got my summer car levels of damage. Yeah, that should be everything. You can do some nighttime driving, I guess. No medicine over the border. Papers, please. Here you go, bud. Okay, let's see here. Okay, everything seems to be in order, and off we go. This game isn't too bad when it comes to nighttime. It's just that night happens way too frequently, to be honest. Well, that was interesting. We'll have more borders to deal with in our journey. Be careful what you take over the border. If they find illegal goods, we'll be fined. Our next stop will be Starovo, a border town shared with Hungary. Oh, hold up. There's a great bridge there, the Mary Valerie, but it was destroyed in the war. I do hope they have it repaired. So we're gonna cut the engine, step outside for a moment. And this is what I was talking about, like abandoned cars. They'll have junk all over the place. They'll have like things in the engine, things on the side, you know. It's that sort of random gen game. Ooh, green fuel tank? Brown oval air filter. So I might borrow that. I know I just filled up the engine. I'll drop these for now. Swap it with the oval. Hold on, let's swap this with this. Oh wait, hold up. It's full. All of my tires are definitely shot. Swap out the battery. But I don't want to leave the fuel tank though. I don't think I could store it back here, right? No. I won't take that engine or that wheel. They usually like to hide stuff between places. I'm pretty sure this is the same model of car that I'm using. Yeah, engine coils and all. Wait, there's road tires on both sides? Well, if that's the case, it's gonna take a little while. Because I feel like replacing everything then. Well, maybe. I don't want the video to be too long. You got a whole fresh set of tires. It's actually pretty cool, to be honest. I don't like that I'm hearing noise, and other than what I'm doing. Like, don't get me wrong, this game isn't a horror game whatsoever. It's actually more of a therapeutic kind of game. Like, you know, when you had a bad day and you want to just, you know, take a drive somewhere. Like, you don't have a destination, you just want to go somewhere. That's kind of what this game is like. The only problem is that it's a bit more stressful than just a typical drive. I picked this thing clean. I think I'll take at least 2 of these tires though. This is the only problem with Starovo, is that it's a off-roading segment. If you just started, you're not necessarily prepared for off-roading just yet. Also, I gotta avoid a lot of potholes. You know, I will drift if I want. You know, the bridge was actually named after Princess Marie Valerie. She was the 4th, and it was said the most beloved child of Empress Elizabeth. Is rolling up to someone's house like we do. I don't think this is actually someone's house. I think it's a train platform, or at least an abandoned one. Oh yeah, a box. Nice. If we lose a tire or something, why are we leaning so much? You've already said this like 3 times now. Sorry, Uncle. I can't talk to your dialogue right now. I gotta get out. We just hit box central. At least that's 3. I don't see any others. The thing is, I wasn't even paying attention to the road. I think I found everything on this road for the moment. This will be another moment of breaking open boxes, putting them on the thing and whatnot. Wait, this is illegal. Am I a drug trafficker now? No, I couldn't have been. Actually, let's take these boxes out of there. Really? That should be everything. I'm not seeing any more boxes along the road. Granted, I should be a bit more vigilant than what I did before. I would have probably missed those boxes if I wasn't looking. I'd say that a lot of this game is pretty uneventful most of the time, except for like, I don't know, for example, like that one moment when we were going down the Autobahns in Germany or whatever. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. I'm stepping out for a moment to check this train. Now it's a matter of checking the bridge down here. Because I believe there's a chance that there's something down here, but if not, yeah. And judging from how I haven't even seen anything yet, it doesn't look like there's anything here. Although, surprisingly, there's both oil slicks and potholes on this route. Hold on a minute. I didn't see the actual, like, scrapyard. Okay, so with this, it's basically a miniature puzzle in which you basically take a piece of your car and you slap it into the engine here. You pull the lever, the gate should open and you can plunder what's inside there. For me, I was a nunce and forgot my car, so I'm gonna go grab that in a minute. The game wasn't really optimized well, and it probably will never get optimized after this because their last update was the Turkey update, which basically was in general the like final update before full game release. And it sucks because this game concept is pretty cool. It's just too bad they didn't think it first. Because like I said, they thought story first, then gameplay later. A car don't sound like an actual car, it sounds more like a moped or a golf cart. Okay, so we're here. Ooh, do I really want to use this? Okay, I better pray that I find another carburetor. Oh, never mind, it's fine. Green squash engine, absolutely broken. Anything here? No. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe on this side? Ooh, there's something. That carburettor fuel tank. Nice. I believe the step tanks are actually like the best fuel tank in the game. It's just too bad I won't be able to properly utilize it because I don't have room for these things. Like, the thing is that they've clearly got plenty of different like car types in the game. They got like things like this, other jalopies pretty much. Dirty fuel. Oh my god. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave this behind. I'm gonna keep the engine. I'm gonna keep the tank though. Get in the car and go. Got a 3-point turn there. I hope this leads back to the main road. That would suck if it didn't. No wait, I'm seeing city. Thinking about the story, I do hope our bridge, unlike Valerie, hasn't severed its ties to Hungary. If not, I think our journey will draw to an end for now. What can we not take? Textile. That's good, because I have plenty of it to sell. There's a Laika dealership, gas station on our right. What I will do though is I will stop at the gas station, pawn off our goods, and then fill up. Take one of them baskets. My engine ain't looking too good. It's probably gonna cost an arm and a leg for this. Look at that profit. Don't tell me you're out of gas. It must refuel in the morning. Oh well. 132. What should I grab here? 2 repair kits? That's 6, I believe. You liar, they had more. Are you full? No, you're not full. Nope, time to sell you. Question is, are these full? No. Oh well. What else? I guess I can borrow the bucket for now. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. I think what I'll do is I'll grab that one more engine repair kit. I'll repair like a few of the items. Battery's good, carburetor's good, and the engine's good. The ignition coil's not a problem. I'd rather do the engine. Good. The water tank's not really much of an issue. The battery's fine. So I just need to fix the air filter and probably the fuel tank. Oh, you know what I'm missing? Oil. I've got oil on you. There you are. Can I borrow that? $5 for an oil. I'll need that wallet again there, bud. Let's go optimal for now. Or actually, you know what? Let's do rich. And then we'll just sell the bottle back. No, you actually make $1 profit off of that. So it's technically $4. Oh well. Engine's been repaired. The car's been fueled. What else? Can't really do anything for the crack in the window. But I think that's more or less like the indication for the car's health or something like that. Thank God no cars drive in the night. Or at least in the city. Magyar's guy. I think I just ran over something. Doors closed, blah blah blah. Yeah, don't mind me. It's off, doors closed, etc, etc. Yeah, I'll be staying with you at 20 for a room. Newspaper. Coffee not meeting demand in Hungary, so I think that's either coffee is banned or coffee makes more of a profit. So pay that. Boomerang the wallet back to the car. And I'll just follow him back into the room. Usually doing like a little bit of a jive. It's still some time for you to see the town. You could visit the market to trade or upgrade the car at the Laika dealership. Just use the bed when you're done for the day and we'll get some sleep. Anyway, I'm exhausted. Time for bed. See what I mean? That is, briefcase just magically opens up. I'd say you can pause this if you want to read it, but I'm not gonna bother because I missed the first one. I think with that, I'm gonna call it here. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow. Also, hit the bell notification to know when new videos come out. And as always, I'll see you around.